He's absolutely right. Will be a good test, not least because there are 12 men in this 800 meters, which is at least 4 too many for most 800 meter races. Rimmer's going to be on the inside. You can see, I'll pick out one or two other names there. Reina, very experienced Spanish athlete there. Borzakovskiy mentioned himself. Schembera of Germany tends to run well in the European Cup. Lewandowski of Poland. Poland, a couple of great 800 meter runners at the minute. I think Oualich of France could well be a danger as well. Watch out for him. Borzakovskiy, former Olympic champion, and a man who, as Michael Rimmer says, always tends to run his 800s in a particular way. He's had a lot of success with that during his career at Worlds and, as I said, obviously at the Olympics. But they're only his second race this year. First 800 meters we've seen him run, first that we're aware of that he's competed in, only run a 400 up to now. Michael Rimmer, by contrast, has had a very good season so far, run quite a few races and was rewarded with his first sub 145 clocking for a few years in Oslo the other day, but he was just behind Lewandowski, one of his big rivals here. He's starting out in lane 7 wearing the white and the red of Poland, and I think Lewandowski and Borzakovskiy would be the two men he would look at. But in this sort of race where it's unlikely to be quick, 12 men, lots of pushing and shoving, difficult to find your right position, difficult to decide exactly what to do, then certainly the others have got chances. So Michael Rimmer's got a decision very early on. I think he was indicating to me the other day he'd start quickly to make sure he got out of trouble. He didn't fancy having 12 men gathering on his shoulder, but he's going to find a few of them coming across here. Reina of Spain already cutting across Michael Rimmer. There's Borzakovskiy in the Russian vest, Schembera of Germany, Oualich of France, all getting close in there. Michael Rimmer just getting a little bit boxed there, but through the first 200, that's not so bad. It's just what he does from here now. And what did we say about Borzakovskiy? He always sits at the back and then comes with a big finish. Not today.
That's what Michael Rimmer spoke to Steve Krem about just the other day. There's Rimmer moving comfortably past Schembera, the German, European junior champion, the German as well. Very useful athlete. But it's Borzakovskiy who certainly didn't want to get mixed up in any sort of tussle over the first 400 meters, who leads comfortably, 52.08 at the bell. Now, where is Lewandowski? He's some way back in about 8th or 9th place at the moment, so one of the main rivals is not pressurizing at the moment, but Michael Rimmer comfortable in second place behind the former Olympic champion.
Great piece of pacemaking by Borzakovskiy. Look how much he stretched them out. You can see Lewandowski trying to get up to that top 5 in the red shorts, but it's Michael Rimmer in the perfect position to strike on the former Olympic champion. Behind them Schembera, then Reina. Lewandowski trying to get there, but he's maybe left this a little too late. Rimmer's right where he needs to be. He looks very comfortable. Can he do to Borzakovskiy what he normally does to others? Borzakovskiy looking strong in the front, but Rimmer's trying to find something a little bit extra. He's getting it inch by inch, but can he get there? Borzakovskiy, though, is going to do this gun to tape. The Russians go superbly. Lewandowski left it way too late. Borzakovskiy first, Rimmer second, Lewandowski third. Well, you have to hand it to him. I always say that 800-meter runners should run it even-paced, or pretty much even-paced. Borzakovskiy normally does it because everyone goes too fast on the first lap. Today, he ran, what, a 52 and a 53. Pretty impressive. Rimmer did nothing wrong, absolutely nothing wrong. He was in the right place all the way, was in the right place to strike. He just didn't have the legs of the former Olympic champion. But, you know, let's not forget, Borzakovskiy is one of the best in the world, and that's a good benchmark for Michael Rimmer.
Well, Michael Rimmer, just wonder if he's learned from this experience. I'm sure he will have done. But there are the powerhouses of European 800-meter running. And certainly Borzakovskiy there. I can't ever remember, Steve, seeing him lead from the front like that in a track event before. I know he has done it once or twice in the past, but he paced it perfectly. And Michael Rimmer there, a gutsy second place because Lewandowski was closing fast.